Thank you very much for joining us this evening. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you for the IFINGlobal launch.
And London, in fact, is the sort of capital in Europe for startups. And our idea is, with this IFINGlobal alliance that we are creating, it will actually facilitate startups.
So I think it's a good beginning to have connect all the dots, key stakeholders for all the stuff. And as you say, we are in the historic moment with a historical launch, with historic people, somebody who has been movers and shakers of their industry.
And we want to provide a bridge between the European companies, UK-based companies, and within the Indian startups, so that everybody will be benefited.
In the last few years, we've been very much dependent on IT and all the technologies. So we're just trying, let's see how we can improve the relationship between India and UK and work better with the technologies.
It's very important that some of the entrepreneurs who probably want to kind of launch their products or come very innovative products, this platform, can help them kind of connect with people and see, how that works for them.
And I think we are a force to reckon in our actions and in all our generation to come. We need to be an example in our life.
What we found is missing is perhaps the go-to-marketing strategy. Somebody wants to go and hit the ground running from here to India or from vice versa from India to the UK. It's a pretty daunting task.
He wants to head to the US. I said, no, sir. We have London also is a place where there's a lot of things that can happen. We can really try to promote the corridor and is more receptive.
We really must work together to attract the best from around the world, but also to boost our domestic skills. So we have an AI skills conversion course in this country that we're developing and rolling out at the moment. Are we declaring this open? Yes. Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah. Press the launch. Normally we have
A lot of unicorns are coming from India at this point of time. And what I have seen, the technology is playing a level playing field. Earlier only big business houses, only they used to start a company, they used to succeed. Today, even a farmer's son or daughter can come out with an idea, and there are investors to invest in that idea, and they are taking those products globally.
Working with Indian clients, Indian partners, and UK clients in India on many projects, my experience of working with India was just by some margin the best out of all the countries I ever worked with.
The beauty, because I meet the students who come over here from India, the vision they have for the world. They don't have a vision for their own village or only for the Indian country. They want to be the part of the global community.
Is that we have been arguing quite significantly that it's time we shifted our investments to friends, nations that we have grown with and been part of. And of course there is no other nation as great in that lexicon of friends as India. I tell you that now. And I also say to you that I'm the first generation of my family not to have been born in India for 200 years. So I like to claim an idea that had things been different, I might be sitting where you are and you might be standing here where I am. So I claim that for myself and for my family.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's happened at last. I've been waiting for 30 years for the huge opportunities between India and England to start to come to fruition. And that's exactly what's happening at grassroots level, at infrastructure investment. There's been rising investment from England to India and rising participation from India back again.
Yeah, I think our relationship should be two-way. It's built on a long, long history. We all know that. We have a huge amount in common, but we can continue to learn from each other. And I think that's what this is all about.
The cause to start young children, young youths, so to speak, in the right way is actually very, very good object.
They are setting up their own companies. They're doing so driven by a sense of purpose and worth. And I think that is truly liberating and can only occur genuinely in countries like India and like the UK, liberal democracies that value the power of innovation, the power of challenge, the power of thinking differently.
It's clear to us that India has a bright future as a global balancing power. The relative decline of Europe and the systemic rivalry between US and China leave room for an Indian vision of international order and development.
And I can tell you there are more Indians on the French-speaking side, but they are not known to many people, but very dynamic people there. And 6th, 7th generation people are there as indentured laborers who came to the islands. And there are lots of opportunities to be explored there too.